This TikToker may or may not be the closest thing we have ever seen to a real-life supervillain. Back in February, TikTok user Thin Frog started documenting their creation of their very own frog army, and no, I am not kidding. Thin Frog claims to have gone around collecting lots and lots of frog spawn and put it all in a pond in their garden. These frog spawn came from puddles that were going to dry up, meaning that these frog spawn never would have hatched and the frogs would never have gotten to live. As of today, it has been 100 days since Thin Frog started documenting their journey to creating their frog army. Thin Frog documented how the frog spawn hatched into tadpoles, and then how those tadpoles eventually grew into what he estimated to be 1.4 million frogs. In June, Thin Frog uploaded a video explaining how the tadpoles had grown into frogs, and that they were now hopping around the garden. "I don't think I can walk on the grass anymore," said Thin Frog. "This is the biggest frog army ever, but I kind of regret this now that no one can go in the garden." Thin Frog then revealed that not only their garden, but also all of their neighbours' gardens were taken over by the frog army. In response to this, there have been a lot of very upset people like this guy. There have been lots of people in the comments of these videos saying that the guy is basically causing an ecological disaster. And then we've had some other people who have put this a little bit more in jest, basically saying that this guy is a supervillain, saying things like bro's gonna start taking over countries next, and Judgment Day has begun. However, there are a lot of people who are now saying that these videos are actually fake. It seems as though there's actually a lot of reused footage across all of these videos that Thin Frog has been posting. Not only that, but some users have pointed out how if you go to YouTube and you search for lots of frogs, you will find a video that was uploaded 9 years ago that seems to be the same footage that is being used in a lot of Thin Frog's videos. It just looks like Thin Frog has maybe edited a little bit and zoomed in. Some users were also pointing out in the comments how in one video his neighbour was American, and in another video his neighbour seemed to be British. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I think people just need to let the chaos happen. People need to lighten up a little bit. Who cares if it's going to be the end of the world? I'm here for the ride. I'm here to enjoy this ecological disaster. That's what the internet is for me to enjoy these things. I like enjoying the chaos. Why does it have to be so serious? Just let this man be a villain. Let this man do horrible things. I want him to do these horrible things, and I want to see what happens. That's my stance here. Maybe it's a horrible take. Maybe you hate that take, but that's my take. I just want to see chaos, okay? Maybe that's a little selfish, but I don't care. Let's enjoy the world burning. And if it's fake, if it really is fake, which it seems like it probably is, I'm not sure we had to know. I would rather none of us knew. I'd rather this guy had the whole world on a little string. The whole world going along forever. I wish he fooled us all forever, because I think the world is a better place with us all genuinely believing that this man has a frog army, regardless of whether he actually does or not. I think the world is a much better place when I can sit here genuinely believing that one day a frog from this army might come through my front door and murder me. I think that is my idea of an absolutely wonderful world, and that is... Did you hear that? I'm gonna have to reshoot that, aren't I?